Hey everybody, this is Doreen at Privies and Prims. I haven't shown you the cabin in a while, and so I wanted to show you because, hey, everything's nice and neat, so it doesn't stay like that very long. As soon as I start sewing, I will start messing it up again. So I thought I'd show you here while it's all nice and neat. Now, I do have a wide angle lens on, so I don't know if that's going to distort things a little bit, but it will help you to see the full room rather than just close up. So this is a cabin. In case you're new to my channel, my father and family built this in 2008. The bottom floor is 400 square feet, and this is all built from recycled materials. The ironwork done by a local blacksmith. So this is the main room, which is kitchen and living room. And my father built the cabinets. And this little table here is where I do some sewing work. That's a marketplace find. This is my third mini quilt. I've made 4 so far, and I just started quilting a little less than a month ago. So that is the living room area. And the floors came from 3 different houses. There's just so much character in this house. And I'll try to put a link in the description below in case you want to read the article that was in the paper about the cabin build. So my second mini quilt that I made is right here. That was the second one. And there's some of my fabrics right there. And then I have lots of cross stitch. Lots of cross stitch there and over there. This is where I stitch at. That is my stitching station. There's my magnifier light. I do have a video that shows what lights I use. So this swings right over in front of me. Keep my needle minders right there on the gooseneck part. And there's just some more. That's where I keep my project bags. I have 4 whips, which are works in progress, and then some books that I've been buying for quilts, quilt patterns. I have fabric in these. So they are color coordinated, like reds are in there. And then tans and golds are in the next one, and then blues, and then greens are in another one. This is my first quilt project, my very first one. So here is the bedroom / craft room. I started out when I moved in here to have my craft room upstairs, but I did not like doing those loft steps all the time, so I brought everything down here. This is my 4th quilt. So that's my most recent one, and I hope to be starting another one, let's see, today or tomorrow or Sunday. Today's Friday, but we have to go out later. So people talk to me about making a bed quilt now that I'm quilting. I have had this bed quilt for over 20 years, and I love it, and I don't have any desire to change it, so I don't expect to be making a bed quilt. I don't need another one. So that's where my sewing machine is. This is all of my project bag stuff. That's a punch needle that I finished. These are some of the quilt blocks that I did the first day I started quilting. These are finished ones, just to do like a candle mat, put a jar candle on it, or use it as a mug rug. And then here are some project bags that I'm working on. I'm blocking the light. So there's some of those fabrics. And then some of them I finished, but I haven't posted them yet. So that's one fabric. I have 2 for each fabric. And those. And those, which you can't really see. But those are spoken for. So anyway, that's where all my stuff goes. My father built that cabinet. And try not to go too fast. He built that cabinet. I'm going to spin around. Here's my little baby clothes, doll clothes. He built that cabinet. He built that coffee table. He built that step stool that I use to get stuff up in the cabinets. And he built that cabinet. And he built that cabinet. So I have a lot of things that he made. There's my little display right there. This is a Not Forgotten Farm pattern. And then we'll go into the bathroom. 5-gallon bucket is water because we had Hurricane Helene here and we didn't have water for a while. So now we keep 5-gallon buckets of water. These are some things. This is one of my very favorite pieces. And I'll stop so you can read it. And don't remember who the designer is. But that's one of my favorite pieces. So over there is the sink and cabinet, and my dad built that, and the mirror above it. And then over here is the toilet behind the door. That's my little sheet mirror. Got that at an art place in Pennsylvania. So back out here. Now I'm going to take you up the steps, but I'm going to hold the phone and climb up there. I won't be filming while I go up there. All right, so here's the view from the top, the landing. And then we're going to go into the loft. So I have this, it's a printed quilt from, I think, Collections, etc. or something. But my niece had the idea to put it on a curtain rod to hang the quilt up here so it keeps the heat from going in here because it's basically storage. So there is no ceiling light in here. I just have this little lamp. So that'll help some. But this all needs to be cleaned up and organized and some of it purged because there's just stuff that I don't need. And then this little door here and this little door here are attic space. And I have stuff stored in there. Okay, back on safe ground. So that is it. That is my little cabin. Like I said, this bottom floor is 400 square feet. The loft is 9 by 9. So it's another 81 square feet. So I would guess this would qualify as a tiny house because it's under 500 square feet. And that is it. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you on the next one. I hope to sometime next week be making another flosstube video, and I'll see you then. So today is World Cross Stitch Day, so make sure you do some cross stitch, and I'll see you next time. Bye.